Hey everybody! I'm back in the old studio again. And as Clinton said, survival is good. Survival of the purest. Survival of the prettiest. Survival of the hardiest. I don't know if any of those apply, but I did survive. Hey, live viewer comments show up in this. I don't see the ability to put the comments like up on the screen. Did they take that away? Did they move it? I usually do a little running commentary. Now I can still do that. Survival is good. I prefer it myself. Hopefully the show didn't. I can do these manually. Survival of the survivalist. Change is constant. Yeah, there used to be a little switch that I could throw, and then it would let me just put all the comments would just automatically go up there. That switch is not there. What am I going to do? Hello, Scott. Hello, David. Hello, Keith. Hello, Joe. It is good to see all of you hanging out. But yeah. Yes, KT Data. KT Data! Round of applause to KT Data. He says, is this the CES recovery group? Are you recovered yet, Kevin? Rob said he got a really bad cough. Hey, C-Pots. Rob said he got a really bad cough, but he's getting over it. But he never felt bad. It just hit him when he got home. That's the kind of thing I feel like you get in airports or on airplanes maybe. Although I think people say they get sick on airplanes, but it's been shown that the airplane ventilation is probably some of the best ventilation there is in the world. So you're less likely to get it on the plane than from being around people boarding or afterwards, in the bathrooms, stuff like that. Or maybe on the bathroom in the plane, touching things. But yeah, I so far, hey Megan. So far, so good for me, knock on wood. Ooh, Clinton had crud for weeks after his October flight. Recovered enough to live in a video editor any free time I have. No kidding, man. There's so much stuff we got to get through. Except when you're sitting next to someone sick. I mean, that's always true, though, right? If they cough on you. So I have so many things I want to see. Well, okay, first of all, let me just show you something fun before I get into all the other stuff. This is something I ran across on Hacker News today. A guy who has turned floppy disks into a TV remote for his kids. Definitely go read this. It's at smartier.dk. It's a Danish blog. So SMARTERE, Smartier. It's probably pronounced differently in Danish. Smartere.dk. Find the floppy disks, the best TV remote for kids. Let me put it in all the chats. This is for you, and you get a chat, and you get a chat, and you get a chat. But he actually, let's see, what this is this? Yeah. So here he is demonstrating it. He's got different disks that do different things. So he plugs them into the disk drive. He has refurbished a disk drive, and then they cause like stuff to play on the TV or playlists or things. They're like individual purpose remotes. This is so fun. He basically modded, used a microcontroller, modded the floppy drive to read out, what the floppy drive was sending, and then created little floppy drive controllers. So this one plays when you put it in and pauses when you eject it. It's super fun. Go check it out. It's pretty great. I just had to share that. Yay for KT Data and his group for everything last week. Yeah. So big appreciation is deserved for Amos and Kevin, and also for everyone who helped us out, but also Noel and Dito and Rob and Alicia from the CTA and Stephen Allison Sheridan and so many people, Bodie, Trisha Hirschberger, David Katzmeyer, Shannon Morse, Jason Howell, so many people just jumping in and helping. But special shout out to Amos. I mentioned this on the editor's desk, but I'm not sure I did it justice. Amos made a model of the studio because he brought all the equipment. He brought the entire studio from Alaska with him. He made a model of the studio, brought it to Las Vegas, and then when he got there, the dimensions they had given us were 3 feet more than the dimensions of the actual room. So of course his model no longer worked. So he went adapt mode. And that is when he and Kevin, and thanks again, Kevin, for pitching in on that, stayed up until 5:30 in the morning, figuring out how that all worked. Then Amos, of course, had to operate the equipment. Then he had to switch the show. And then in some cases, post the show. Victor posted it on Monday and Hammond on Thursday. But Tuesday and Wednesday, we naively thought, well, Amos will be able to do it those 2 days. He got a little bit of equipment from Kevin, and then he would go maybe get a nap, especially that first day, and then hit the press events in the evening and run camera for me. So running around quite a bit of work. So if you see Amos online, give him a little pat on the back, tell him good job because he rocked it and you never would have known. And if you see KT Data online, in the chat on Twitch right now, for example, give him a huge pat on the back, for the assist. I'm bigger and better things coming in 2027 CES. I'll just say that right now because we learned a lot. It's how I like to do things. I like to just go try stuff and then go that worked. I bet we could do that better and better and better. It's what we did last year. This year we improved, and I bet we'll improve more next year. Kevin's I don't know how he was standing at the end of Monday. He was on 2 hours sleep for the whole day. Yeah, I feel like that was his Air Force Amos kind of kicked in a little bit there. And yeah, it was quite an experience, and I hope it was worth it. I hope you guys got enough out of it. I felt like our coverage was really well done this year, very comprehensive, with some extras, whistles and bells. So good work to everybody. And Sarah and Roger and Joe on the home base and all of that. Okay. I promised I would tell you about did CES happen to have any kind of per room air quality monitoring system with a published dashboard app? No, not that I saw, certainly not in our little corner of the world. But hey, Andy, and hey, Joe, and hey, Dr. Todd. So I promised you in the description here that I would show off Pop Star Lollipop. This is everybody gets swag. Kevin and Noel are always carrying more swag than their body weight around the show floor. Huge bags, giving stuff to people very generously. We're oh, somebody gave me this. I got a bookmark from the Incheon Free Economic Zone, and I got where did I put it? Oh, up there, out of sight, so you can't see it. I got this. This was nice. I interviewed 4 startups at the Incheon Free Economic Zone, and they gave me this little coin with a little diorama of the mountain in Seoul. This is very nice. It's very nice. Okay, so I did get that. I shouldn't say I didn't get any swag. I got that. That was very nice. Then I got this. Now this probably looks like some kind of used medical device. This is Pop star lollipop? Okay, I need to see if I can share this video. I think I can. I think I can share. Do I want to share that one though? Yeah, I'll share that one. Share the screen. This is from the show floor. This is Amos shot this. Let's see if this is the right. Oh, this is my interview. Let's try. I think I've got a better file to get to. If I may, thank you for bearing with me. No, that's different. That's a different one. All right. I'm going to have to take a minute here to get the right ones because they don't let me share all from the same location. But I bet this is the one I'm looking for. Yes. All right. So let me share this video of my first impressions of the pop star lollipop. All right. Here we go.
I just want to get B-roll of it.
I just want to get B-roll. Oh, that's timely. That's not it at all. That's B-roll for the timely flashlight. Never mind. You know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to preview them here on my desktop.
I just want to get B-roll of it. We're at the Lollipop Star table at Pepcom's Digital. All right, so I would like to taste music. It says I can experience music.
16. Clip 16 is what I'm looking for here. All right. So let me open up that one. This is going to be worth it, I swear. All right. Here's the pop star lollipop.
All right, so I would like to taste music. It says I can experience music that I can taste.
Lollipop star.
It looks like there are multiple flavors. There's Ice Spice, Akon, Armani White. And I'm going to talk to somebody here. They're going to walk me through it. They gave me these. These just look like airplane earplugs.
They were.
They're not like earbuds, like AirPods or something like that. So I'm going to talk to Cassie here, and she's going to walk me through how to make it in a second. They're very popular. They are extreme.
Okay, so then what happened, and the reason this didn't turn into a full video, is Cassie had been mic'd up for CNET because they got nominated for Best of CES, and as they were taking the mic off, the back of the mic, the little magnet that holds the mic on, disappeared. And so they spent 10 minutes trying to find it. What this actually is a bone conducting device so that when you bite on it, it sends audio to your ears, and it works. It's not very loud. That's why they were giving people the earplugs, but it works. You have a little power button here. It plays one song. This was Akon. This is a song by Akon. And then there's actual candy at the end that you can eat. The reason this looks so gross is because I ate the candy off and then I wrapped it in a napkin so the sticky candy juice didn't get over everything in my bag. And this is the remnants of the napkin stuck to the sticky candy juice. But yeah, $8.99, I think they said per. This is a one-time use thing. You play one song on loop. You can turn it on and off. I turned it on and left it on, and it played for 2 days and some change. So if you're not playing it constantly, it'll last you a while. But it's only got the one song. It's not replaceable. There's like a watch battery in here. You have to pull the tab when you start it to activate it. So it's a yes, that looks like landfill abuse. Kind of. You might be able to recandy it. You might be able to. It's a $9 lollipop that plays a song in bone conducting. The other thing I found out, bone conducting, it works. but also holding it up to your ear kind of worked as well. I guess that's a form of bone conducting. We finally figured out that this is probably for concerts or raves or something like that. I don't know. I guess I kept it because I'm fascinated with it and I want to tear it apart. Here though is the end of my experience with Lollipop Star. Lollipop Star. Let's hear what I had to say.
So I finished the Lollipop, and honestly, the earplugs didn't do anything. I could hear it the same with the earplugs in or the earplugs out. But I found by accident that I actually hear it better when I do this. That's Akon. I can hear it now. Yeah. So there you
go. So yeah. This is not meant for you to buy necessarily. This is a novelty item for you to buy, and in a certain context. It's a souvenir. My guess is this isn't necessarily the final form factor for Lollipop Star, that they would custom create this for a record label or something to sell as merch, and it'd be kind of novelty merch to sell at a particular event. Maybe a rave or a music festival or something like that. That's where I think this is going to, if it happens, that's where I think it's going to happen. But it did work. Bone conducting, music. Yeah, it was weird. Well, thank you, Kevin. That is one awesome mic flag. E. Clay Thomason, good to see you. All right. Keith says, if you're using Restream, the chat switch is there. I'm not. I'm using StreamYard. So there goes that. Did CES happen to have any kind of per room? Oh, I already read that one. No, it didn't. All right. So there you go. That is Lollipop Star. It says so right there. I kept trying to remember the name, and it says Lollipop Star right there. I was like, is it going to play? No, it died. It died. I wonder if you could hack it to replace the battery. There's just a seam there. You might be able to pop it apart, pull out the battery, and then start it over again. Is Vegas as expensive as some YouTube videos claim? GPEG84 asking this. Here's what I would say, GPEG. Anything is not as X as most YouTube videos claim. YouTube videos often have a vested interest, and we try not to fall for this. Many others try not to fall for it, but many have a vested interest in making something sound amazingly crazy so that you will watch the video and feel like you got something special. So I don't know what YouTube videos you're referring to. Vegas can be very expensive. It is not, it used to be when I was a kid that Vegas was cheap. And the idea was you would gamble and then get free stuff or really cheap stuff. Like you'd come in for the 99-cent shrimp cocktail with the idea that everybody would gamble and they'd make money off of you that way. Or you would sit down and play the blackjack poker video machine, and they'd give you free beers as long as you sat there playing. And that stuff just doesn't happen much. They still comp drinks if you're at the slot machines or at the blackjack tables, but it's not as easy to do as it used to be. And everything else is really expensive. Took the words right out of my mouth, KT Data. CES makes Vegas hotels more expensive than normal too. Like just the fact that there are so many people there, they will raise the price of the rooms, obviously, because there's higher demand. I believe price of food probably goes up while CES is there, because of the demand. So yes, I don't think Vegas is collapsing. GPEG. I mean, I was just there and walking around inside of it, and it seemed fine. So is there a dip in tourism right now? Little bit of dip in tourism, but it's not collapsing. My goodness, folks, when you see the thing that makes you go, oh my gosh, I don't know, I can't believe that. Definitely take a minute. It might be true. It might end up being true. But there's a lot of people have a vested interest in making you hate each other, making you angry at things, and making you click. So definitely don't fall for that. But yeah, it's I'd say tourism is down a little. I was talking to Mitsula. He'll bear that out. He's like, yeah, no, tourism's down. It's not falling apart. That is an exaggeration. And yeah, when there's a big event, it gets expensive. Now, it's easy to say, oh, that's because everybody's greedy. It's like, yes, sure. But also, if you have a pair of sneakers for sale at your garage sale and two people show up and they're both want the pair of sneakers and you're charging $5 and one of them offers you $6, are you going to turn down $6? Now, imagine you've got 100 people showing up to buy your sneakers. You're probably going to figure out who wants to pay the most for the sneakers. Also, let's say you're selling lemonade and you've got enough lemonade to serve 10 people, and suddenly 10 people show up at the beginning of the day and they all want it. You're going to sell your lemonade and you're going to sell out. Now, you can make more lemonade, or you can charge more for the lemonade, and therefore more lemonade will be available throughout the day for people instead of it all going to the people who just happen to get there first. That's event pricing. Event pricing is, gosh, there are a lot of people here. I bet they will outbid each. I bet some of them would pay more to get the thing. So there's that aspect. And also we want to have enough to last throughout the event. So let's set it at a price where we don't run out of it on the first day. Like Howard, give each one of them one of the sneakers. It's like King Solomon's solution for selling sneakers. I've heard that nothing can escape the high gravity on Vegas. Whatever happens there has to stay, like a black hole. It's a myth. That may have been true once, but yeah, turns out a lot of things that happen in Vegas come with you, like this lollipop star used item. I found a product on Amazon called Amos Audio Music Lollipop for $10 for one. Oh, so they're undercutting the price with $8.99. Is it bone conducting? Because that was kind of the key thing about this, is it's bone conducting. Yes, Clinton says, that's called supply and demand. Correct. It was bone conducting. Oh, nice. So it's either the same company or a competitor. Interesting to note. Eclay says, that's how the commodities market works. That's also how markets work. All markets work that way. And a market isn't just like those greedy guys at the stock market, although it absolutely is. It's also you selling things on Facebook Marketplace, or a garage sale or whatever. I mean, competition is usually good, Ambassador Domo. There are times when it can be detrimental. There are times when it's not good. Nothing is always good, right? All right. Yeah, so I survived CES. I seem to not have yet. I'm not ruling it out, okay? So far, so good on the ear, nose, and throat situation. But my elbow is sore right there. I don't know if it has anything to do with CES. I was carrying things, but usually with this arm, not with this one. Maybe I slept on it wrong. That's the only ill effect I can note after coming back from. I got CES elbow. And again, I was carrying stuff with this hand more often than not. Although I guess I was also carrying it with this hand. Maybe one time I carried something heavier, and this it's because I flew home. Magnesium says, doctor, my elbow hurts when I bend it this way. Don't bend it that way. That'll be $20. Trade show feet, but never trade show elbow. Yeah. Oh, I wore my Hokas on the trade show floor. Feet never hurt. Feet never hurt once. Got a little tired. Feet got a little tired one day. Never hurt. Efraides says the symptoms of flu can start even 3 days after. So ended Thursday. That would be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And today is Monday, the 4th day after. Does that mean I'm good? I'm not going to say so. I'm not going to count on it till I'm a week after, just to be safe. No shoulder soreness, Ambassador Domo. Is that my mic interview arm? Oh, maybe, Howard. I didn't do that much of it, though, did I? But yeah. Let's check the tape. Let me find an interview. Yes. Oh, no, I'm using my right arm in that one. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, okay. The last thing I want to talk about, let me check all the chats. How many steps or miles did you clock? Ooh, good question, Joe. Let me find out. Let's see my activity monitor from the Apple Watch. Step distance last week, daily average. View all step metrics. Oh, it only gives me this week, which started on Monday, so it's kind of hard to find. Yeah, look at that. Okay. Daily average was 8 kilometers for the month of January. So yeah, there's a few days in there before CES that brought down the average, but you can kind of see the peaks there. I didn't do as much walking as I used to do, honestly. But yeah, I hit 16,000 steps. What day was that? Looks like that was the 8th, maybe? Yeah. Those are some steps in there. Ooh, it would be nice if this turned into a pen or a cocktail swizzle. $17,000 for KT data per day, or all of last week. That seems like you'd get that in one day. Or is that your average per day? Yeah. That's your average per day. No, that tracks, because you were doing a lot more walking than I was. I like that. All right. I want to clean this up. I just want to, it seems cluttered. I'm not going to get rid of everything up there, but a lot of it has just showed up over time and just built up. So got any ideas what I should do with it? There's no single thing I can look at and say, well, that's got to go. But I could give away some of the stuff. I could also just put some of it elsewhere. Some of the books could just go on another bookshelf in my house. They don't have to be on here. Some of the mugs could actually become mugs that I use to drink things out of. I mean, the DTNS 5th year mug, that's been up there for 7 years. It was up there in the old place too. I also have cassettes there and cassettes here. How many cassettes do I need up there? I will buy another bookcase, Zoe. That's not the problem. It's just, what should go here in this space that you can see? And would you like any of it? Could I interest you? I like having this stuff here because I often refer to it. I do have a cassette player, Larry. I'll be like, oh, this is how, I learned HTML by reading this book, Web Publishers HTML 3.2, and it had a CD-ROM in the back. There might be notes and stuff in here. Anyway, that's that'll come up, and it's related to what I do. It's a good prop. But do I need C++ for dummies? I never ended up really learning C++. What was the last CD I burned? One of these, one of these down here. Actually, these are DVD-Rs. These are the last things I burned. The video compression book is from Andy Beach. That's nice to have there because he's on the show a lot. Commodore 64 programs for the home. I had the Commodore 64 on the show. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like I should just go through and weed out. Maybe that's something I can do on the Monday office hours. Just go through and decide, like, stay or go, stay or go. We need a quick voting system. There would be stay on the shelf or come off the shelf. And then the second part would be, and then what? Does it get recycled, sold, given away, or just kept in another part of the house? So Magnesium CW suggests, take that C++ for Dummies book, hold it. Does it give you joy? That's the Marie Kondo method. I don't live in a condo. What are these? Smart Programming Guide for Sprites, or the Texas Instrument 99-4A computer. VIC 1541 User's Manual. See, I was doing all that. Sometimes I just forget what I've got over here. What is this? Oh my gosh. This is just a list. This is a list of equipment that I assume I made maybe when I was moving. It says Heil PR40, Mackie Pro FX8, don't have that anymore, use a Rodecaster, Cloud Lifter CL1, Canon Vixia HFG20, haven't used that in a while. I'm 2 cameras beyond that. Logitech C920 right there. Mac Mini, nope, I use the laptop now. HP 27-inch 2711X monitor, that's dead. It's over there on the floor. iPad Pro, same one. Microsoft mouse, nope, I'm using this Logitech one now. Magewell USB HDMI, don't need that anymore because I have the Elgato. Kino Flow, no, that's in the garage studio. And DJ LED lights. DJ LED. Oh, those were the lights on the back. Yeah. Okay. I don't need that. Should I get rid of it? Yes, I'm seriously asking you if I should get rid of this old piece of paper with a list that I don't need anymore. Zoe says, no, keep it. That should go in the 5th anniversary mug. Chuck it, bin it. I still use the Cloud Lifter. Why is the dead monitor on the ground? Because it died over the holidays and I need to properly dispose of it. Larry says, I might need it. I'm sitting on a gold mine of white elephant tips. I'm throwing the piece of paper away. Just so you know. I'm shocked at how many of you said I should keep it. I did like the idea of sticking it in the mug, though. That would be something I should do. Yeah, so there we go. Step one. Step one to cleaning up in 2026. You will need it if you chuck it, but I won't need it if I keep it. The Smithsonian's going to want that list. Well, here, now we have a digital record of it. That's one thing I try to do these days, especially with old papers, is like, you don't need that thing. Just take a picture of it. I did that when I was cleaning out my mom's storage unit a couple of years ago. I was like, I don't need the actual thing. Just take a picture of it. Every office cleanup starts with a single sheet of paper. So true. I don't know. This is going well. What is this? Oh, it's a yearbook. All right, here we go. This is a good one. The Time Traveler's Pocket Guide by Kay Sikelski. The quintessential guide for the gentleman or lady time traveler, containing everything you must know before, during, and after your temporal voyages. And it has a card. To Tom, Tony, and the Twit crew, thanks again for the opportunity to be on Forecast. Katie Sikelski. So I'm definitely not getting rid of this since Katie Sikelski gave it to me and Tony. And it's obviously going to be useful when I travel in time. Okay? Seamus just read this book next week. But does it need to be on the shelf? Okay? We've got the like, I'm just going to keep it. But does it need to be on the shelf? Huh? She does have nice drawings. Not getting rid of it. I didn't even know it was there. You can't tell it's there. It's so tiny. Does it need to be on this shelf or a shelf off camera? Does it need to be on camera? That's the thing. Yes, it needs to be on a shelf. But I've got a shelf over there. It would be perfectly fine on. I've got another shelf over there. I want to get another shelf. Hey, does anybody want an old glass TV stand? Because that's what's over there, and I want to replace it with bookshelves because bookshelves would be much more useful. Anyway, it needs a tiny shelf. Thank you, Zoe. And I have a tiny shelf that's perfect for it. All right, this is going. Do you need to see it? Exactly. Thank you, Nick. I think everyone seems to be in agreement that this is a keeper, but doesn't need to be seen. All right. It's a great book. Very fun. Progress. Yeah, I feel like I could do this all year. I could do this all night. Take a pick first. The Oxford Dictionaries I should keep that, right, Keith? Yeah. Classes up the joint. Plus, it comes with its own magnet. Oh, yeah? Nick said his parents used to have that same Oxford Dictionary. All right. Anything you see that you think I should question? See anything behind me? You're like, does that need to be there? Does that need to be there? Not necessarily get rid of it. Maybe get rid of it. Maybe just put it somewhere else. But call it out. Let me know. I'll do one more today. You know what? Actually, David, I do use the magnifier very rarely because I very rarely use that. But I have used the magnifier. No, they sold more than one of them, Clinton. I didn't take Nick's parents' version. Nobody's nominating anything to be pulled off. I'm just going to reach back at random. Are you all vigorously studying the video? Did we ever find out what happened? No, it's my left elbow. This is my left elbow. And no, we think maybe Mike Flag, but I was using the right Mike Flag sometimes. So I don't know. Is there a cup beside your sunglasses? Ah, yes. You mean this right here. It's a good one. It's a good one. This is the Le Seraphim Spaghetti single. Yeah, if you haven't bought physical media for music lately, you're missing out. The single album came in a faux, see, it's called Spaghetti, so it came in a faux cup noodle set. And it's got a mini CD in it. Mm-hmm. Photo cards, and it came with this squishy thing, which I've kind of got tired of playing with. So you know what? This doesn't need to be up there. Spaghetti's a great song. Thank you, KT Data. Ego Psychen Spaghetti. Pego Shimni Bon Appetit. But it can go with music stuff. Where's my music stuff? Go down here. Perfect. Done. You need to cut the books on the display in half, then fill the rest with old tech. I like that idea. Stuff we can't read, and you do not need the sheets laying vertical on top of the AP book. Look, this is going to take me a minute. The sheets laying vertical on top of the AP book. This is so frustrating when you're like, it's right there, Tom. It's right there. AP. Where'd my AP book go? Why can't I see my AP book? Maybe if I look there. The sheets laying vertical on top of the AP book. Near the bottom left. Is that the left? There? My left. Oh, there. So this is a good example. Korean Picture Dictionary. This was a book required for a Korean class I took. I stuck it there during class. This goes with the Time Traveler's Pocket Guide. Goes on another shelf. Does not need to be there. Now, this is probably what you were mostly referring to. This is a tough one. This, my friends, is a piece of Americana. This is an actual Burger Chef triple play fun meal. Your burger went there, your drink went there, your fries went there. And it's got intact 4 St. Louis Cardinals baseball cards. Lou Brock, Ted Simmons, Bake McBride, and Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is starting to come out. This should be preserved. This needs to go in my baseball card collection. It doesn't need to be sitting up there. What a waste. Yes, I need to take care of that. Thank you. The mini disc music industry would be better if the industry supported it, including the Sony mini disc HD players. Off topic, but true. Do you often call up the Egyptian hieroglyphic dictionaries? No, they just look cool. I'm not going to pull those today. That's up. Let's leave this as a future action item. I just think it looks cool to have them there. But if I'm cutting back on books, yeah, it's not something I refer to. It's just fun. Yes. So the Burger Chef play meal is a keeper, but it should go in my baseball cards. I have albums of baseball cards. Yes, Bake McBride did play. He got traded to the Phillies. I saw Bake. I saw that team, Tyson, Simmons, Bake McBride, Lou Brock playing. That's when the Cardinals were not good. All right. This is good. I'm gonna revisit this on future, probably Monday office hours. Might not do this on Tuesday when I'm doing the mailbag, but this is helpful. Thank you, everybody, for helping me clean up. Slowly but surely, we will make that look better. How many baseball hats have you acquired in the last few months or year, and do they all fit on your hat tower? Too many, and no, they don't. They don't fit on the hat tower. Probably need to get rid of some hats. Okay. Oh, Seamus, you could have borrowed them for your trip to Egypt. Can you imagine? You think that's like a phrase book? So, unper mumu narat. All right. Thanks, everybody, for hanging up. Good fun hang. It's good to be back in the saddle. Good to see you all. And I'll be back tomorrow for the mailbag. Talk to you then. Bye, everybody.